What if you could build a team that works around the clock, 24/7, never sleeps, and never, ever misses a customer call? We're not talking about some far-off future here. We're going to dive into a technology that's available right now, and it could completely change the game for small businesses everywhere.
But before we even get into the tech, let's just start with a feeling, a really common feeling. As a business owner, are you just overwhelmed? Constantly playing catch up, trying to juggle a dozen different tasks at once? If you're nodding your head right now, well, you're definitely in the right place.
Because let's be real, that feeling is part of what we call the entrepreneur's grind. It's that silent struggle of being the CEO, the main salesperson, the head of marketing, and the customer service rep, all rolled into one person.
And the symptoms? They're always the same, aren't they? It's those calls that go straight to voicemail because you're in a meeting. It's the new leads that go cold because you were busy putting out a fire somewhere else. It's just that constant draining feeling that you're always one step behind.
So naturally, you think, I need to delegate. But that just opens up a whole new can of worms, doesn't it? I mean, finding people you can actually trust is hard enough. Finding people you can afford? That can feel downright impossible, especially when you're trying to grow.
So what if you could have that dedicated team working around the clock, but without all the traditional headaches and overhead? This is the big promise of an AI workforce. We're going to look at it through the lens of a platform called High Level, because this isn't science fiction anymore. It's a tool that real businesses are using right now. Okay, let's get really clear on what we're talking about here. When we say an AI employee, think of it as a virtual workforce. It's powered by artificial intelligence, and it plugs right into your business to handle those super critical, time-sensitive tasks, like answering calls, qualifying leads, and booking appointments, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The difference is just night and day when you put the two paths side by side. The old way involves hiring, training, salaries, and it's always limited by the 9-to-5 workday and, human error. But the AI workforce, it's instant. There's no overhead. It operates 24/7, and it executes its tasks perfectly every single time. This is a massive shift in how we think about building a team.
So what's actually in this AI employee? It's not just one thing. It's really a suite of 6 powerful tools that are all integrated to act like a complete operating system for your business. Let's break down what's in the toolkit.
Okay, let's run through this toolkit. First, you've got lead capture covered. Voice AI answers your phones, and Conversation AI chats with people on your website and social media. Then you've got brand management with Reviews AI. But here's the really wild part, the creation suite. Funnel AI can build you a whole sales funnel. Content AI writes the marketing copy, and Workflow AI automates the entire process. It's a true end-to-end system.
But here's where it goes from being a really powerful tool to a genuine game changer. Beyond all the pre-built stuff, they introduced something called Agent Studio. And this is all about giving you the power to create.
And this quote just nails the concept perfectly. It's one thing to be given a car, right? It's something else entirely to be handed the keys to the car factory. That's the leap we're talking about, from just using AI tools to actually building your own custom AI solutions.
So what does this factory let you build? Well, for starters, you can design your own custom AI agents with a simple drag-and-drop canvas. Then you can make them brilliant. You can connect them to other software to pull in live data. You can feed them your own company documents so they become an expert. And you can even give them live access to the internet. You're basically creating a specialist for whatever you need. And maybe the most important takeaway here is just how accessible this is. This is not just for tech geniuses or developers. The whole platform is designed to be no code. If you have a clear vision for how you want something to work in your business, you can build an AI agent to make it happen.
Okay, that all sounds amazing in theory, right? But what about the actual impact? Let's look at the results that real businesses are seeing, because this is where the concept becomes a real, concrete, strategic advantage. Some might even call it an unfair advantage. Just take a look at this testimonial from Dr. Ann T. In the very first week, the system captured leads that before would have just been gone forever. And the crazy part? It converted a huge chunk of them into actual booked business.
Let's just pause on that first number, because it's pretty staggering. 79 potential customers in 1 week. That's 79 doors that used to be closed, now swung wide open.
And this is the number that translates directly to your bottom line. a 20% booking rate on leads you weren't even capturing before. That is pure, tangible growth that didn't require any extra work from her or her team. It's incredible.
And this second quote here from Todd R., it kind of adds a sense of urgency to the whole thing. He calls it an industry disruptor. He's framing it not just as a cool opportunity, but as something you need to do to avoid getting left in the dust by your competition. So let's just put it all together. Just imagine for a second what it would feel like to start your morning, open your calendar, and see it's already filled up with qualified appointments that were booked overnight by your AI team while you were sleeping. That's the transformation we're talking about, going from reactive catch-up to proactive growth. And that brings us to the final and I think most critical question. This huge technological shift is happening now. It's not a question of if it's going to change how business is done, it's just a question of when. The train is definitely leaving the station. So the only real question left is, are you on it?